Input validation testing. So, if you open an application that contains a registration form, then you may notice a certain amount of feedback about incorrect data or maybe incorrect data format that you entered, such as this field is required, you can't leave this field blank, or whatever it'll be. This is called form validation. It helps both the owner and the users of the application to ensure that they're filling out the forms correctly, right? The target web application can check the length and the format of the form fields when you enter data. That's how it works. So if the entered information is correct, the application allows the data to be submitted to the server, and if it's not, then it gives you an error message explaining what needs to be corrected. So basically, there are a few reasons to implement form validation. And of course, one of them is to help the application to work and store data properly. But there is also another important reason, and that is the security of the application and users. There are many ways that malicious users or a pen tester can misuse these forms to damage the application, and almost all major web attacks, such as SQL injection, XSS, they're all caused by improper data validation. So there are two approaches of form validation: client-side and server-side validation. And as the name suggests, in a client-side validation, the data is validated in the browser before being submitted to the server. So by using JavaScript or HTML5's built-in validation, the application can easily implement data validation in the client. Client-side validation is quick and easy, and it's more user-friendly when it's implemented. But for security reasons, it's not really a barrier. So server-side validation comes in pretty handy. And as that name suggests, the validation occurs in the server after the data is submitted. So it doesn't provide errors until the entire form has been submitted. So it's a last line of defense against incorrect or malicious data. Now, in the real world, developers tend to use a combination of client-side and server-side validation. And there's a popular saying about this situation: never trust data passed to your server from the client. That means if the provided information is not 100% correct, then it is all incorrect.